my name is Joanna Peebles, and I am the VP of Operations and CFO of World Outreach Ministries. In a moment, I'm going to take you through our online missionary portal. It is a powerful system where you can view your donations as they come in. You can see exactly who's giving to you on a monthly basis. You can view your deposit reports. You can study your giving trends and stats. You can also create an Excel file of your contact lists and information and much more. But one concept I really want you to grab a hold of now is that if you can commit to logging in on a regular basis, you can help to increase your support base. How, you might ask? Well, have you ever heard of the saying that knowledge is power? If you can keep a pulse on the activity that's happening in your account, then it will enable you to better communicate with your contacts. For example, even though we will send a tax receipt to each donor as they give, you should actually be sending personal thank you notes to them as well. I don't know about you, but whenever I receive a personal thank you note from someone that I'm supporting, it really motivates me to want to continue to give. Also, if you see that someone has not given, who maybe told you that they wanted to give, then this enables you to follow up with them to keep that line of communication open and give them the opportunity to give. So I really want to encourage you to keep in touch with your activity and commit to logging in on a regular basis. One of the best parts about the system is that it's very intuitive, meaning it's very user-friendly. So you might be able to click through the sections to view the information. However, I want to take a deeper dive into each part of the system to enable you to have the tools you need to really use it to your full advantage. But before we look at the system together, I want to take the opportunity to say what a privilege and an honor it is to serve you. Our entire team here at World Outreach really considers this our calling, to do the day-to-day, behind-the-scenes work that enables you to operate successfully on the field in the ministry that God has called you to do. So again, we count it an honor to serve you. Now let's take a look at the system together. Okay everyone, we are here on the home screen of your login portal. And I just want to mention quickly, we will be blurring out some names and information for privacy reasons. So if you see some blurred out parts of the screen, that was intentional. But I just want to do a quick overview of the layout, and then we'll dive into some of the sections more. But I want you to get used to this screen right here. We are highlighting some main sections of the system. And if you're on your mobile device, this might look slightly different. These categories will be stacked on your mobile device instead of side by side. But I just want to go through each section quickly and also point out there is a header, this blue header at the top, and a footer, this blue footer at the bottom, that also has some quick links for you. There's a reports inbox and a donation stats quick links. If you are on your mobile device, only the reports inbox will be showing on the top bar. And then this bottom bar here, we've got the resource library. This is a quick shortcut to our separate resource library page with lots of helpful tools, trainings, and information for you. And then we've got your message inbox here. On your mobile device, you'll only see this message quick link on the bottom bar. Also, you'll notice we have your contact lists. These are some subcategories, all things that have to do with your contacts. Your donations, you can see gifts this period, gifts by date range, gift notes, first-time donors. As we go down, my deposit reports. This is the section where all of your deposit reports, your official reports, are posted for you at the end of each period. So this is a very important section that you'll come to know. My pledges. This is where you can easily see all of your donors that have an active pledge, or if there's a donor that has a new pending pledge, this means that someone has set up a pledge for you in our online system and they have chosen a future date for their giving. So this makes it easy to go ahead and see that pledge even if they chose a future date. And then once that pledge has begun, it will start to show under your active pledges. Down here, we've got special reports. We have streamlined some reports to make it easier for you so that you can quickly access some of these items with just one click. And then over here, your personal info. This is where you can update your photo and ministry summary that is displayed on your public donation page. And then here you can reset your password easily. So I also want to mention everything that I just showed you, including what's on the header and footer, the top and bottom blue bars. Everything is also accessible from this easy drop-down menu that you'll see in the top left. So every category is listed. They're expandable, so you can easily click on the subcategories. So if you're on your mobile device, you might find that this left drop-down menu is easier to navigate. And the donation stats that is on the top bar on a desktop can easily be accessed over here in the drop-down menu on your mobile device. And same with the resource library link. If you're on your mobile device, instead of seeing it on the bottom bar, you can easily access it right here from this drop-down menu. Also, if you want to watch this training video again, you can easily access it from this quick link in the drop-down menu as well. So just want to point that out. This home button will always take you back to home right here, where you can see all of the categories. And also our logo will also take you home if you're on a different screen. So now I'm going to start to go through the different categories. Right now I'm going to click on all contacts. This will bring up every contact that you have on your list in our system. It is organized in alphabetical order by last name, and there is an easy search bar up here if you want to start to type in a name. As soon as you start to type in letters, the system will pull up any contacts on your list that have those letters in it. Every name is expandable, so once I have found the name that I want to look at, I can expand their name. By expanding it, you can see all of their donor information, their name, and then right here you can also expand each of these sections of information, so their address and contact information. If it does not say read only, then you do have editing power. So if you know that this person has moved and they have a new street address, you can actually come in here and edit it directly from your portal. And once you click away from a field, then it will automatically save that new information. If you're done looking at this part of the contact's information, you can collapse that part. If you want to look at their gift history, you can expand this section. Same with their pledge information. If they don't have an active pledge, then it'll simply say no active pledges. If you want to look at their giving stats, you can expand that section. And here we can look at their email addresses. If you know that they have a new email address, again, since this is not a read-only section, you do have editing power. So you can input their information. Once you click away, it'll automatically save. Phone numbers, miscellaneous. If you want to input any job title information, birthday, spouse, birthday information, if you like to keep up with those kind of things for your donors. Sublist teams. This is a very cool section where you can actually put some of your contacts on special lists. Now this is just for your internal use only. If you know that this particular contact is a top donor or a top prayer team member, then you can actually put them on this list by simply dragging it over here to the left. And that way, this kind of helps you categorize your contacts into different sub-lists if you would like. If you want to remove them from that list, then you simply drag this back over to the right, and it will take them off that list. And then lastly, within each person's information is this notes box that you can expand. Now, this top box is notes from the home office, and I want to point this out because this is where our home office team will put notes of information for you. This particular donor, we received a commitment card in the mail from them for $150 a month, and they will be mailing a check each month. So we did notate that here in the system, and we put the team member's initials and the date that we made that note. So anytime we have an interaction or a call, or if a donor's pledge needs updating and we've contacted them, etc., then you can come here in this section and keep up with any notes that we've made regarding this individual. And then this bottom box is notes by you, the missionary. If you would like to make a note about this particular contact, then you can actually write whatever you would like in this box. And once you click away, again, it will auto-save. Now, these notes are for your personal use only. If you have any questions, then be sure to contact our office directly. So once you're done looking at this contact's information, then you can collapse their name and look at any other names on the list that you would like to look at. So that's a quick look at my contacts, your contact list. I'm going to click here to go back home. Sublist teams. This is if you've created any sublists, like I showed you in that last contact that we were looking at, then you can easily see the list of names who you've added to that particular list. So for example, if I want to see who I've added to my prayer team, then I can come right here. As soon as I pull up prayer team, anyone that has been added to this list, you will actually see their names right here. If you don't want to go one by looking at the contact list names, you can actually add their names right here. So if I want to type a name that I know I want to add to this filter, then I can type in their name, click go, and then two names will appear using that information that I just entered. It depends on how many people on your list contain the information that you just typed in. So once it shows you there are two names available using that information, you can choose the one that you want in this drop down. Once I click them, I'm going to click add, and automatically now they are on this sublist team, the prayer team. So here's another easy way you can add multiple people to a team at once, and also a way for you to view who might be on different teams. So once I go back to prayer team here, you can see the name of the person that I just added to this team. So if I want to remove this person from that team, then I just simply click this X right here, and now they are back off of that team. So I would encourage you to use these sublist teams if you would like to help categorize certain donors and contacts in certain ways. Newly added contacts. This is a section where you can see anyone who has been newly added to your list of contacts in our system within a certain date range. So if you want to make the date range a little bit bigger, maybe from the beginning of this year, and the filter can either be all new contacts, non-donors, active donors, or pledged donors. So active donors would include one-time givers and monthly givers. Pledged donors is just going to show you online monthly givers who have a pledge in our online system. Non-donors will show you those individuals who have not given yet. So I'm just going to do all new contacts here, and that would show you people in all categories. And choose the date range again of your choice, and then you'll click load list. So now the system will display any new donors that have been added to your list during that date range. This will help you keep up with anyone that's been newly added to your list. If you have a welcome email that you like to send to new contacts, I know some of our missionaries like to keep up with that, send them a welcome email. Make sure you're always sending thank you emails to any new contacts or new givers as well. So just wanted to show you that section. We're going to move on to gifts this period under the My Donations category. When you click on gifts this period, the system will actually automatically default to the current period. And then it will give you a quick glance right here of your current net total for this period after fees. So this will actually show you what is available to you after the admin fees and after any online processing fees. If you would like to see the breakdown of this report, you can simply click on this PDF report right here. And again, it will only be for the current period that we're in, which, as a reminder, all of our months are broken up into 2 periods, the 1st through the 15th and the 16th through the end of the month. So this particular period is September 1st through 15th. Today is the 9th, so it is displaying September 1st through the 9th, the current day. And you can see the breakdown of any donations within this period. Right here you have the total of each donation, the breakdown of the 10% admin fee taken out of each donation, the 5% online processing fee for those gifts that maybe were given online, and then the net amount of funds that is available to you as the missionary. So this is how we reached that total of 262. And if I exit this PDF report, we're just back here to this screen. So this will always give you a quick glance of your current funds, your current net funds for the period. Here, gifts by date range. If you want to do a bigger date range, for example, from May 1st to the current date, you can, and then you'll just click on PDF report here if you'd like to see the PDF version. And then here you can see the same layout of report. It'll just be for that larger date range if that's the date range that you chose. And again, it'll show you the full breakdown of each donor, the donation amount, the type of donation, whether it was check or online, and the full breakdown of funds. Also, if you would like to create an Excel report of this information, then you can click on this bottom option. It says CSV. This is actually the comma delimited version of an Excel file, and you can easily resave that file as an Excel file if that's what you prefer. Going back to our home screen here, gift notes. This is an important section if you're working on a particular project or raising funds for a particular need. Then you'll want to instruct your donors to put a gift note along with their donation. For example, if you're raising funds for a building project, then you'll want your donors to write "for building project" along with their gift whenever they make a donation. And here you can easily click here to view the gift notes that go along with any donations. So time frame, you can say this month, or if you want to say this year, and load list, then the system will easily pull up all of your gifts that had a gift note with them. So you can see the donor's information, the date that that gift was posted in our system, the amount, and then the note that went along with that donation here in the right-hand box. And if you want to view all gifts, whether they had a note or not, then you can also choose that category, click Load List, and it will actually show you all gifts. And if they did not have a gift note, then it will be blank over here on the right-hand side. So some different options for you on how to view your gift notes. We're going to move on to your deposit reports. As I mentioned previously, this is a section that you'll really want to become familiar with. If you click here, this is a full archive of every official deposit report that we have posted for you at the end of each period. So since today is September 9th, the last full period was August 16th through August 31st. So your most recent report is always going to be at the top. And if you click on it, you can see the full deposit report for that date range with every donor, donation, the type of donation, total, fees, and the net amount that this missionary received. So as you can see, their deposit for this period at the end of August was $1,606.20. So if you want to view a previous period, let's say you want to view May 1st to May 15th, then you can come click here And you can actually match this net amount at the bottom of each report to the exact amount that you have received to your bank account for that period. The only exceptions would be if we're holding funds for you for a particular project or a reason. A note would be displayed right here in the bottom part of your deposit report if we're holding funds of any kind, or if you receive transfers on a different time schedule. If you've requested a different schedule than our regular system, some missionaries have preferred to do wire transfers instead of automatic USA direct deposits, then again it would be notated here. But as a general rule, you're getting these deposits sent directly to your USA bank account. On the 15th of each month is when they're transmitted, and then on the 30th or 31st of each month is when they're transmitted. And after transmission, you will see the funds in your account within 1 to 2 business days. So here is just an easy way for you to see all of your reports in our system for previous date ranges. Right here, active pledges. Again, this is a very easy way for you to see everyone on your list who has signed up for a monthly donation for you via our online system. Now, if someone's giving to you each month by check, then you will not see their name listed in this section. This is just for those who give online. So you can see each donor's name. You can see the day of the month that they give. This particular person likes to give on the 1st of every month. You can see their next transaction date is scheduled to occur on October 1st. Their pledge amount is $25. Again, it says the frequency is monthly. This shows you the date that they created this pledge in the system, and then the status of the pledge. All pledges that are in good standing should say live. Now, if you hover over this question mark right here, it will actually give you a code for all of the different status types that you might see right here. So live means everything is active and current. If you see a pledge say failed, declined, this means that their card or bank information on file needs to be updated, and we have already contacted the donor to let them know, and we are awaiting their reply. Our team reaches out to donors every day for those who might have a card or bank information that needs to be updated. So our team stays very on top of that. Expired, that same thing. If their card or bank information has expired and needs to be updated, we've already reached out to them. Canceled, the donor has requested cancellation of information. And paused, the donor or missionary has requested for the pledge to be paused. So those are the possible statuses that you might see. Once a donor has fully canceled their pledge, then you actually won't see it in this section anymore. This section is only going to show you active pledges. So I will now collapse that. But again, you can see every donor's information of their pledge. And if you scroll to the bottom here, the system will actually show you your total active pledges amount. So this is the amount that includes all of the pledges above with the status of live. So this particular missionary has $760 that he can rely on every month coming through from these monthly givers via our online system. So this will really help you plan, help you budget, and again, you'll want to keep up with your total active pledges on this tab. Here, as I mentioned earlier, is where you can view any pending pledges. This particular missionary does not have any pending pledges, but if you have a new donor and they chose a future start date, our system actually lets the donor choose the day of the month that they prefer. So let's say, again, today is September 9th. Let's say they chose for their pledge to begin on September 15th, because that's the day of the month that works best for them. So you would see a new pledge here in the pending pledges area. It would show you the donor's name, the day of the month they chose, the amount of the pledge, and that it will begin on September 15th. And again, it'll show you a nice total of the pending pledges that you have. So remember, information is power. Anytime you see a pending pledge in the system, you want to go ahead and reach out to that donor to say thank you for your commitment, thank you for signing up to give, and really keep that line of communication open. You guys will also be getting your instant notifications for any online giving. So anytime someone gives a one-time gift or whenever you have a new pending pledge in the system, you will be getting those notifications emailed to you. So make sure that you're viewing those notifications and thanking your donors regularly there as well. Now, under special reports, I'm not going to click on each of these just for the sake of time, but the 13-month report is where you can easily view 13 months of giving information in a quick format. So you can put the end date of whatever 13-month period you're wanting to look at, and it will give you that report. Fund reports. This is where you can click and you will see quick summary information if you want to build different summaries. If you click on this tab that will have your WOM fund code on it, then you can also see these different categories of information. So if you click on gifts this month, this part of the system will actually also show you gift notes as well. If you don't want to use the quick gift notes link, if you prefer looking at it under this method, you can. And there's also a bunch of different pieces of possible information that you can view on this page. Your total contact list as an Excel file. If you click this, the system will build an Excel file for you of all of your contacts. And it will include all of their address information, their giving information, their phone number and email information. So it makes it very easy. Right here, your name and email list Excel file. This is a quick link to make an Excel file of just your contact names and email addresses. So it will not include any of the other information. This file can be extremely helpful if you're wanting to import your contact names and emails into your systems such as MailChimp or Constant Contact or Epistle.today. If you keep up with your donors in a monthly email list, then that list will be very helpful for you. That file will be very helpful. Year-end giving totals. Again, this is an Excel file where you can easily see donor names, information, and then their total giving amounts for the year. So at the end of the year, if you like to send thank you notes to each donor for their totals, then you can easily see that list by creating that file. Now, this report filter section, also known as the name segmenter, when you click on it, this does go a little bit deeper into different possibilities for you. And you can just follow the directions in each category if you want to use any of these parameters. If you don't set any parameters, then you can actually just scroll to the bottom if you want to request a report. I'm going to click on that now, report. Now, once I request a report, because I didn't fill in any parameters, it will include all names on my contact list. And the report will actually be sent to my inbox, to my portal's inbox. So I can either stay here on the name segmenter page and click on my inbox here, or I can go back to the home screen and click on this reports inbox here. Now, this reports inbox is for the name segmenter page or the reports filters page. So any report that you request using this page right here, the report will be sent to this inbox. So once I click on this reports inbox, you can see I did click on that report twice, so it sent it to my inbox twice. Once the report has been created and it is ready for you to view, the status will say ready. So I'm going to click on it. And you can see this is the report from the nameless segmenter that was created. Now again, because I did not use any of those parameters, it just included every contact name on my list. So this is another type of report that you can build to easily view donors' names, their phone numbers, email addresses. If they have a pledge amount, it will be listed here. The frequency will say 12 if it's a monthly pledge. And then you can see some quick statistics over here when their first gift was, their last gift, their total gift, their year-to-date amount, etc. So just wanted to show you that is the type of report that you can request from the name segmenter page. Because I already opened this report, this was the second one that I had requested, then I'm just going to use this clear option right here, and that will actually clear what is currently in my inbox. And now you can see it's no longer listed there. So I'm going to go back to our home screen here. And if you want to dive more into different options on that page, I would encourage you to experiment with it and use it to your full advantage however you see fit. The last section that I want to go over is this photo and summary section. When you click on it, you can see your name, your country, and the type of work that you do listed here at the top. The only time that your country might not be listed is if you're in a undisclosed country, and then this will say undisclosed instead of your actual country. But we give everyone an example of the ministry summary. This is just to help guide you on how you can word your summary. Of course, you can word yours how you see fit, but there is a 600 character limit. So just be mindful of that, and that is characters, not words. So every letter, every space, every punctuation is considered a character. So if you want to update your summary at any time, you will type it in this box, and please make sure that you do press save at the top of this page anytime you make changes. You can also upload your new photo if you want to change your photo here. When you press on the upload photo option, it will take you to this separate upload page. So you'll click this upload button, choose your file, and then this page will actually help you crop it and center it the way you see fit. So once you're done, you'll press save on this page, and your new photo will be displayed here automatically as soon as you save that information. So once you're done on this page, you can click exit, or you can also click the logo to go back home. I'm going to click exit this time. I'm also going to show you a quick look at donations stats. Again, if you're on your mobile device and you don't have this option at the top, you can also access your donation stats over here from the drop-down menu. So when you click on donation stats, you can just see a quick overview of the current year's year-to-date total. You can see that compared to last year's year-to-date total. Also the total for last year, not just year-to-date, but through the entire year. And then if you want to look at this month, this year, compared to this month last year, you can easily see that. And because we're only partway into September this year, you can see that, of course, there's a difference. And then you can also see the most recent month before this one, which was August this year compared to August last year. So this makes it very easy for you to take a quick glance at where you are for the year and where you are for each month as compared to last year, help you study giving trends and growth. And again, we just encourage you to log in as much as possible, stay in touch with your activity, and communication is key with your contacts. Make sure you're reaching out, you're keeping them updated on your ministry, and that you're showing your appreciation as much as possible, because that will really keep them connected to your ministry and really help keep them motivated to give to you. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has a great day.